Hi, this is Rob, and I've got kind of a weird weight loss story to share with you today. It's about how I lost pounds and pounds of stubborn fat and serious inches off my belly in just a few weeks, and how my wife Kaylin cut down even more fat than me while dropping several dress sizes at the same time. How did we do it? Well, we used some pretty unusual techniques and tricks, almost the exact opposite of what most popular weight loss and diet plans have you doing. And I'm sharing our stories because, well, they're probably similar to your own. It doesn't matter if you're a guy or gal. Anyone who has struggled with their weight or wondered, why am I still carrying around all this extra fat, will relate. And by the end of this fast-paced and revealing presentation, I will do a lot more than tell you our story. I'll give you the solution we discovered and use to this very day to stay in the best shape of our lives. I do feel the need to warn you up front. You're about to see why companies with a lot more money and influence than me would like nothing better than to stop this presentation from being passed around friend to friend. So please watch it while you can. Alright, the real reason you're flabby, out of shape, or just plain fat is probably not what you think. Let's face it, if you looked and felt your best, you wouldn't be watching this. You're here because you carry around an extra 15, 30, or even 60 pounds of ugly fat, and you're tired of it. Maybe you packed it on over the last 20 years, maybe it's all new weight, it doesn't matter. Either way, you hate what you see when you look at yourself in the mirror, or worse, you don't even look in mirrors anymore. You try the latest fad diets only to end up losing and regaining the same 10 pounds and then some over and over again. You're left starved, feeling depressed, and even heavier than when you started. You buy all the worthless home gym equipment, and all you lose is the $50, $100, or even $1,000 you spent. If those diet schemes and exercise machines actually worked, well, you'd already have that body of your dreams. But they don't, and you don't. My wife Kaylin and I are here to tell you, you may be out of shape right now, but it's not your fault. Don't spend another minute blaming yourself. Diet and fitness is a multi-billion-dollar industry. It's run from big office buildings full of heartless corporate number crunchers. They don't see you as a person. Heck, they don't even see you as a customer. To them, you're a number with a dollar sign attached to it. In fact, the dirty little secret they'll never tell you, the diet industry needs you to stay fat. If you actually drop the fat and got in the best shape of your life, they lose a customer. Fail, and it's a cha-ching for them. Now they can sell you the next big thing, then the next big thing after that. Powders, pills, potions, exotic berry juice, point systems, cardio DVDs, bungee machines, abs appers, all a tease. The list goes on and on. It's overwhelming and confusing. Well, for you, that confusion ends right now, right here. Your original question was, why am I still carrying around this extra weight? Why is it the only thing getting thinner is my checkbook? Well, there's one big reason you still don't have that body you truly deserve. It's all because much of their advice that you've heard up till now is dead wrong. You're overweight because the information you've probably been relying on is, well, bad information. Some of the big diet monopolies have even been known to blatantly lie to you. Others, like your friends, often just repeat the lies they believe to be true. Fraud or ignorance. Either way, years of misinformation is largely the real reason for the way you look and feel right now. So, let's set you straight. The 5 big truths of faster and lasting fat loss. Alright, a little warning here. This may contradict everything you thought you knew about diet and fitness. So, prepare yourself. First is the plain fact, it's fat you need to lose, not weight. If you actually lose weight on most of the fad diets out there, you can lose mostly water, not fat. You're not getting healthier, you're just getting dangerously dehydrated. Second, most low-carb diets will not make you lose fat in the long run because they can rob your body of energy, making it way too hard to follow. Low-fat diets are worse, putting even more fat on you because you end up eating too many of the wrong fat-storing foods instead. We found the only way to drop the fat is by eating the right foods in the right amounts and at the right time. Sounds complicated, I know, but it's really simple. Alright, third is that long, boring cardio exercise 4 or even 6 times per week is among the worst ways to burn fat. And if you know this little secret, it's now possible to burn far more stubborn flab like belly fat in just 45 minutes per week. Not per day, I said per week. Fourth, celebrity-endorsed box food diets can be expensive and slow. That means you have to keep paying for months. Plus, the ads often skip over the part about how you still have to buy your own vegetables. That's hundreds more each month. And fifth, restrictive dieting, also known as starving yourself, is not only stupid and dangerous, it doesn't really work. Why go to bed hungry when there's a delicious way to tickle your system into burning fat while you sleep the night away? Alright, now that you know the truth of how your diet was sabotaged before you even started it, now that you know what not to do if you ever want to be more fit, it's time for you to know what you must do to start dropping the fat right now and keep it off. What you must do to finally look and feel healthier, sexier, in control. Yes, we're talking about the simple, quick, and safe way I lost pounds upon pounds of stubborn fat in just 12 incredible weeks. How can I be so bold and determined in what I say? Well, simple. I can say this with so much conviction because it's the truth. Plus, my wife, who you'll hear from in just a minute, lost even more than I did by simply copying my plan. Now remember, that's fat loss too, not just the loss of precious water. And you can do it without depriving yourself of delicious fat-burning foods, without enduring thousands of sit-ups, without bouncing your way through boring cardio routines. Sounds crazy, I know, but it's 100% real, and we feel like we're living proof. It can be simple, quick, and safe when you turn your body into a fat-burning furnace, like a flat-melting machine that's guaranteed to start disintegrating pure fat in just a few days. Fat we have managed to keep off to this very day. Let's say you want to lose 40 pounds. Can you imagine what 40 pounds actually looks like? I had no idea until my curious wife Caitlin did a little research. Here are a few shocking comparisons she came up with. 21 tubs of lard, 40 pounds. 84 double whoppers, 40 pounds. But here's the clearest comparison she found when she told me I was floored. 40 pounds is equal to 160 sticks of butter. Yikes! Imagine carrying that around with you all day. Now imagine how much better you'll look and feel when even half of that gooey, greasy, health-robbing crap melts away. Finally gone. Your body, trim and toned, sexy and strong. As you push the button that ignites your fat-burning furnace, you can begin to imagine yourself healthier, happier, in control, for the first time in a long time. And as the thought creeps into your head that shedding this much fat in a safe, simple, and speedy way can't really be possible, you're about to see how my wife lost even more than this by copying my plan. And we've kept it off for years. And now, so have many others. More on that in just a minute. You really can create a seemingly brand new and healthier you in just a few weeks. And it starts with the push of a button. Skyrocket your energy. That means you can do more without getting tired. Eliminate that end-of-day fatigue you feel after work. Spend some fun time with your kids. Or just watch as your love life takes off like the space shuttle. Boost your immune system. That means you're healthier, looking better, feeling better, living better. Cut down on those medical bills and say hello to freedom. Flatten that tummy. Or better yet, go for that six-pack. You really can go from frumpy and dumpy to more toned and sexy. You can go from hiding under layers of sweaters to turning a few heads at the beach. Think it's impossible? Well, think again, because I did it, Caitlin did it, and now more than 50,000 others have also shown their strong desire to copy my plan. Now, it's your turn. We stumbled onto the 15-minute miracle that can burn fat for up to 3 full days. No extreme fad or starvation diets here. You eat delicious, hearty foods, foods that are more nutritious and give you more satisfaction 6 times per day. No need for cardio, warm-ups, or stretches. For you, this is probably a brand new way to move for about 15 minutes, just 2 to 3 days a week. A plan that works with your hectic lifestyle. Start your total body transformation. No matter what you want to lose, 60 pounds or only 10. Beginning with the simple push of a button, your confidence and attitude can get a huge boost. You're melting fat most of the day. Your body is now a fat-burning furnace that can cut down a bit of stubborn flab every day while you watch TV, sleep, and especially while you eat. Now, how amazing is that? A plan you actually want to stay on. This brand new system can be so simple, healthy, and fulfilling, you'll never cheat on another diet because you won't have to. We'll talk more about that in just a second, but first, you really should know a little bit about us. We're not scientists, we don't have PhDs. I was actually a part-time musician, played guitar and sang a little on the weekends, but we are from Michigan, which means I also used to be a cog in the wheel for one of the big 3 automakers here. But since discovering a whole new way of what we found to be quick and simple fat loss, I've made it my life's mission to help others do the same. I'm now an advocate of sorts, taking on the status quo until every last victim of fat gets that final justice. My wife Caitlin works with me, but her other job is the most important job of all. She raises our kids. We're just a regular couple who, after a lot of yo-yo dieting, a ton of trial and error, and around 23 grand in wasted cash, discovered something that put fear in the eyes of the diet companies. We discovered the truth. The map to my journey was sketched out when I was just a kid. I was kind of chubby most of my early life. As an infant, it was a few pounds of baby fat, mostly in my cheeks it seemed. Grandma took a lot of joy in pinching them constantly. By 8, my school clothes came from the husky section, and by 12, I had to start wearing men's clothes. At 13, my mom just told me to stop eating. She put me on a cottage cheese and grapefruit diet, and Dad, he had me doing sit-ups for nearly an hour at a clip. It felt like torture, but did it work? Well, you be the judge. By the time I reached 30, I was sporting pounds and pounds of extra fat, and what I now know was almost a thin, lanky frame hiding under there. Here's me at 1, me at 13, me at 30. Basically, I was following what I call the lifetime fat packing formula. Chubby plus time plus bad advice equals fat. Now, if that doesn't ring a bell, if your story isn't something similar, well, you're probably more like my wife. See, Kaylin's weight gain was a lot more recent. Ah, my beautiful bride, Kaylin. Yep, the dude with the chubby cheeks and the 90s mullet somehow landed himself an angel. When we got married, Kaylin's body, well, it was average. Maybe just a few pounds more than she would like, but she was perfect in my eyes. Then, months after our daughter Sarah was born, Kaylin still had a lot of stubborn pounds she couldn't get rid of. She tried low-carbing it, danced to some of those curly hair guys' exercise videos. She even bought one of those ab gadgets you see on TV. But nothing worked for her. A few years later, along came our second child, Ryan. Followed by the cardio step class, the hours sweating at the gym, the shakes, the points, the meetings, the fads. The whole thing came full circle when one day I see her eating just grapefruit and cottage cheese. I literally said, "Have you been talking to my mother?" She never lost more than a few pounds of water weight, then gained that back and more. When the dust finally cleared, Kaylin was still carrying pounds and pounds of extra fat. Here she is after baby 1, after baby 2. Baby plus bad advice equals fat. Kaylin jokingly calls this thing baby formula now, and all that bad advice cost us plenty. We bought the equipment, we bought the books, the online plans, more books, workout DVDs, the whole shebang. And what did we get out of it? Well, most of the time, we just lose a little water weight, then almost immediately gain the fat back. It felt like a terrifying roller coaster ride. I had never admitted this to anyone before, but I felt so embarrassed by it all. I was actually on the brink of giving up completely. Have you ever gotten to the point where you just said to yourself, screw it, I'll just be fat my whole life? Now, it's a frightening thought, just deciding not to try anymore. But I felt that at least if I wasn't trying, I couldn't fail. You know, I could be the guy who pretends to be the happy, jolly, chubby guy, even though you know you're miserable on the inside. I was just a thought or two away from ending up like that. But something happened that changed everything. It's a seemingly tiny moment in time that ultimately made me save my life and Kaylin's life. I looked into my son Ryan's eyes, and then it hit me. I thought about the toll my weight was taking on my health and what not trying more might mean to him and to my daughter Sarah. I told my wife I didn't want my kids growing up feeling embarrassed by their father. Or worse, I didn't want them growing up without a father. It turns out she was also afraid of never living long enough to see her little girl's wedding. I know these thoughts are kind of hokey to some, but if you're a parent, you know exactly what we feel. So I didn't give up. I redoubled my efforts to find a cure for what I was sure would ultimately kill me. I threw away all the fat garbage, the prepackaged foods, the worthless exercise routines, and through almost endless trial and error and consultations with fitness pros who weren't part of the corporate machine, I stumbled onto a never-before-revealed pattern of eating and moving. A simple and quick life adjustment that seemed to melt our fat like butter on a skillet. I had to stop buying clothes for months. I'm not kidding. When I say that fat dripped off so consistently, I literally had to stop buying clothes for months. Or else we'd have to return the stuff before I'd even get a chance to wear it. Discovering how to turn your body into a fat-burning furnace felt like the miracle we were praying for. After years of buying the bogus pills, potions, and gadgets, years of buying the BS, I discovered the truth about how our bodies work and how if you push the right buttons, it wants to burn fat all the time. When you drop the ball, drop the gizmos, drop the dangerous fads, and you begin this simple, quick, and safe plan, we found your body can naturally shed the fat for you and can replace that fat with lean, healthy, sexy muscle. I know, it's like nothing you've ever heard before. It's not easy to accept all these years your dieting has done more harm than good. Taking people who have thought one way their whole lives and completely changing that thinking was almost impossible in the beginning. We had to rely on trust and our own incredible transformations as proof. I lost 42 pounds and nearly 10 inches off my waist, literally became a new man. Kaylin lost nearly 60 pounds and dropped 8 dress sizes. A total of more than 101 pounds of fat gone. But today, we've helped over 50,000 men and women all over the world from almost every walk of life. Over 50,000 happy customers can't be wrong. Yes, more than 50,000 real people have displayed their desire to copy my plan. We'll show you more inspiring success stories from amazing people like you. People who had to rethink a lot of what they originally thought was fact, throw away the misinformation, and discover the uncorrupted truth. We'll get to some of those soon. Right now, you're probably anxious to get started. So get ready to push that button and turn on your fat-burning furnace. Your 15-minute miracle. Not another impossible diet, a delicious new way of living. Not another painfully long workout plan, a simple new way of moving. Not another ridiculous fad, a new chance to change your life by copying my plan. Still, the only exact system of its kind. That's right, we found nothing duplicates my fat-burning furnace ultimate fitness system. You can feel great about your decision to now possess the most powerful ways to enlist nutritious carbs as a potent ally to fight fat. Stop depriving yourself of these carbs and watch how the fat can melt away. Harness the power of this unusual celebrity secret. It's been passed down for decades and will help you get fit right now. Never again suffer through a boring cardio routine. The breakthrough that helps thousands discover cardio-free fat loss. Eat more for supercharged fat shredding. Now you can almost stuff your face with these fat-burning foods and trick your body into fighting the fat for you. Drop those dress sizes, maybe faster and easier than you might have imagined. Oh, how jealous they'd all be of your new figure. Lose a little, then lose a lot. With FBF, the longer you stay on it, the less and less time it can take to melt fat. Wow. If you think I'm done, think again. We don't have to go on and on about how finally getting in or back in the best shape of your life is beneficial to your health. We all know about heart disease, diabetes, stroke, and the long list of other health problems associated with being overweight. So, getting in great shape right now, that's a no-brainer. And our Fat Burning Furnace Ultimate Fitness System reveals all the unique tips and tricks you can use to start sculpting your best body ever right now. And keep it that way for as long as you want to put these techniques to work for you. Plus, there are massive specific benefits to you when you get started on your new and improved body using the 15-Minute Miracle. FBF reveals it all. 22 of the flat-out fastest fat-burning body sculpting head-turning exercises ever. And I don't just explain them. You get easy-to-follow step-by-step instructions and photos. The truth about how low-calorie, low-carb, and other restrictive diets can absolutely crush your metabolism. And the proven tactics to avoid that yo-yo dieting effect that keeps you going back to these programs time after time. The surprising secret to altering the two most effective fat-burning workouts into one. Now you can start slimming and trimming, moving your body just 2 to 3 times per week. Most people have never heard of this. The key to getting that flatter stomach you always admire. And this has nothing to do with sit-ups, leg lifts, or any other boring ab exercise. In fact, it's the one big mistake most trainers make that you won't. The simple trick to separating the good fats, those that help strip away your flab, from the bad fats, those that created the flab in the first place. Get this wrong, and losing fat can be extremely difficult. Get it right, and you get an instant success boost. How some of the advice you get from many top nutritionists can actually make you get fatter, not thinner. How can so many get this wrong? Well, we found the answer to this and other questions will shock and amaze you. The trick to 2 well-known but often overlooked substances you use every day, once you harness this power, we found it feels like you're taking magical supplements that burn fat and give you loads of energy. Get that unfair advantage, legally. And so much more. I told you this was unlike any other weight loss plan out there, and I meant it. We've specifically created the FBF system to be straightforward and easy to understand. You quickly put it in place, and you're ready to get started. Now, take all that extra time you'd be spending counting calories, measuring portions, bouncercising, and put that time in enjoying your new life. Travel, see the world, make new friends, fall in love. You deserve that, and you deserve a plan that can get you there faster without taking up too much of your time and effort. Securing your copy is simple, easy, and the cost is tiny. How tiny? Well, since Kaylin's the one who loves to make comparisons, I'll turn it over to her for a minute.
How can I compare FBF, the 15-Minute Miracle, to anything else on the market today? Really, I can't. We haven't seen any other system set up to be as simple, quick, and safe as this one, and has seemed to work so well for so many different kinds of real people. So, let's compare pricing instead. If you wanted to create this system from the ground up, you'd spend thousands hunting down, then hiring the right nutritionists, the right trainers. Plus, you'd put in far too many extra hours discovering all the real-life tricks many professionals don't even know about. Rob and I personally spent more than $23,000 over the years on fad diets and wasted infomercial junk. On top of that, he clocked in hundreds of hours in libraries researching before he discovered the truth. Do you have that kind of time and money? A few years ago, before Rob made this discovery, I was shopping around for a personal trainer. I figured if it worked for the Hollywood celebrities, it might work for me, and it really might have. I'll never know because, do you have any idea how much a trainer costs? $70 for one session minimum. At just 3 sessions per week, that's $10,920 per year, and we're in Michigan. If you lived in a big city somewhere, I bet it's a lot more than that. $70 is more than I usually spend at the hair salon. A trainer would be like going to the hair salon 3 times a week. No way would it make sense to do that. Agreed? And those so-called diet counselors, don't get me started on them. For far too many of them, saying their training is suspect is an understatement. From what my friends tell me, their advice often sounds like this. Stick with us, just buy more of our supplements and snack bars. Counselors? More like salespeople. No, thank you. We agree box food diets and trainers are too expensive and just not right for you. Now, let's talk a minute about all the money you're throwing away by carrying around that extra fat. How much more you're going to have to spend on doctors, hospital visits, even just miss work because you feel crappy? The cost is endless. Plus the human toll. How much is your life worth anyway? If you were lying in a hospital and the end was near, how much would you gladly pay for an extra year or even a week? Now, what if you could have all of it for less than the price of just one session with a trainer? More fat loss knowledge than a $70 per hour personal trainer? More uncorrupted nutrition info than a $50 per session diet counselor? No more cardio routines, no more fad diets, no more searching for the next big gimmick. Shopping again in regular stores and wearing outfits that look hot on you from every angle. A longer, healthier life. Don't you deserve a good shot at that? All for less than the price of 1 hour with a trainer. How'd I do, Rob?
Great, but you forgot to mention we're taking all the risk. If you don't think this is the fastest, simplest, and safest way to lose 10, 30, or even 60 pounds of pure fat, or for any reason you're not 100% delighted with the system, just ask us for a refund within 60 days and you'll get every penny back. No questions asked. We're so sure FBF will work for you, we're taking all the risk. So, get ready to push that button and get started today. Alright, we have two options. So let's go ahead and choose the option that's best for you. Option 1, with the FBF Deluxe package, you're getting my step-by-step fat burning furnace blueprint, $60 value, 3 months of email coaching, a $90 value, free updates for 1 full year, a $60 value, a deluxe total value of $210. Today, just $39.97. With option 2, the FBF Ultimate package, you're getting everything we just saw in the Deluxe package, a $210 value, 9 more months of email coaching for a total of 12 months for $270 value, the FBF Ultimate Success Toolkit, a $50 value, which we'll talk about in just a second, an ultimate value of $530, today just $97. But hold on a second. While it's true we've sold fat burning furnace in the past for as much as $97 with thousands of happy customers, through this presentation today, you can upgrade to the Ultimate package for free. Not $97. Today, just $39.97. The same price as the Deluxe package, but only in response to this presentation. Even better is that you're going to be downloading your copy right to your computer. Don't worry, it's easy, and I'll personally show you exactly how to do this. Nothing needs to be mailed, so you get instant access. How cool is that? And it's just a one-time fee. You will never be billed for anything again, so you can feel safe when ordering today. We're doing this for a very specific reason. All the marketing consultants I spoke to said the only way to market anything to the diet and fitness crowd is to follow the pack. Don't reinvent the wheel, they said. Just rename an old low-calorie diet and call it a day. But we couldn't do that. It wasn't too long ago. We were a lot like you. We know just what you're going through. So not only do we want to be like a beacon of hope in this huge sea of misinformation, we want to show all those marketing experts that good old-fashioned truth is more powerful than some gimmick. Because of that, we want to get the Fat Burning Furnace Ultimate Fitness System into as many hands as possible in as short a time as possible. Now maybe we can start a trend. Maybe the marketeers will follow us instead. You see, we don't care if we're not number one. We don't care if we don't make a fortune doing this. We want the industry to change. Okay, maybe we're just naive. Maybe there's no hope for that. But Kaylin and I think it's worth a shot. So you can feel happy when helping us out today. You don't care a bit about changing the industry? Well, at least care about changing yourself. Want to change simply, quickly, and safely with the FBF plan? You get the Fat Burning Furnace Blueprint. My brand new speedy fat loss system gives you the exact step-by-step plan to igniting your fat burning furnace. These surprising techniques can have you experiencing fat burning for most of your day. And this includes pure fat loss too, not just temporary water loss, guaranteed. You get a full year of personal email coaching. If at any point you have a question about any part of this simple program, drop us a note and either Kaylin, I, or a team member will personally respond. This is a private email address, not some dead link to an email robot. You get a full year of product updates. Even though we believe this is the best fat loss system on the planet, I'm always studying and searching to find faster, easier, and longer lasting ways to burn fat and keep it off. Others might charge you for these updates, and I've seen them do it, but not FBF. For a full year, all updates are free through this presentation today. You get the FBF Ultimate Success Toolkit. I'm talking about the progress trackers for all levels of experience so you can keep tabs on your improvements, the metabolic rate calculator that helps you get a quick handle on what you'll be eating each day, and that's just for starters. You also get the body fat percentage analyzer to make sure you're losing pure body fat too, and won't be tricked by the bathroom scale any longer. All for the low price of $39.97 through this presentation today. That's less than the cost of some greasy dinner for two at your corner restaurant. Please get in now so you can upgrade to the Ultimate package for free. You're at a crossroad. One direction leads to the same old, same old. It's you doing exactly what you've done in the past, hoping against all hope that this time will be the time it finally works. You know, the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results. You need to stop the insanity and take the other road. The road that leads to a better body, a new outlook, a new confidence. The road paved with $23,000 of trial and error, hundreds of hours of research and heartache. The road that helped us cut the fat like a knife cutting through 160 sticks of butter. The road that can lead straight to making you feel brand new. And as you're thinking about putting this system to work for you, you can begin to imagine how amazing you soon can look, and how sexy, vibrant, and alive you can feel when others compliment you. You can begin to feel really confident and comfortable in your improved body. I know you realize how important it is for you to do this for your family life, for your social life, for your love life. But most important is that you realize you must do this for no one else but yourself right now. Go ahead and push the Add to Cart button below, and let's get started on your new future right now.